This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
What a crazy day it was in the realm of Xbox gaming. So, for those of you who were not around yesterday, maybe you just weren't paying attention to all the hoopla, Gears of War 5 has released for Xbox Game Pass holders. The game actually cannot be purchased full-fledged for just non-Game Pass holders until Tuesday of this coming week. But if you had the Xbox Game Pass, you could play it early. Well, didn't go so well for the Gears team, Coalition Studios. The game barely worked yesterday, apparently, from what I understand, and everything I saw on social media, it looked like it was a big mess. That everyone was trying to log in and play, and the servers were crashing. Everyone would join a match, and then the matches would drop right in the middle of the match. Essentially a pretty bad situation, considering that many people wanted to play the game multiplayer, because it is a very competitive multiplayer game. It has its own tournament scene and everything. So a lot of people were pretty angry about that. And then Coalition kept patching the game over the course of yesterday, trying to get it to finally work. And as they're doing this, Xbox Live goes down. Completely. Now, that has nothing to do with Coalition, by the way. But still, that's kind of like the double whammy. So first the game doesn't work, so the game dev tries to fix it, and then the online service that's needed to play the game online goes down. So it's like the double whammy, seriously. In reality, it was funny because a lot of people were like, oh man, Phil, you're going to be off on the day that Gears 5 launches. That's kind of unfortunate. You should be here for a new release. Turns out that actually it made sense and actually worked out well, because I might have been here trying to play the game all day and just not being able to even play it because of all the issues that were going on. And it might have been more of a disappointment than anything else because of all the issues. So today, hopefully, we'll be able to have uninterrupted fun in Gears 5. A few things about later on this week, a few elephants in the room to address. First of all, supposedly, at some point in the next 1 to 2 weeks, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta is launching. Now, I'm going to be in this thanks to a fan who actually gave me their code to do it on PlayStation 4. So I'll be in this beta. But I don't know when it launches. There's been, like, conflicting information about when the beta will actually launch and when you can actually do it. I'm very interested in the Modern Warfare beta because, you know, we've all been asking, is this new Call of Duty game going to play like the classic Modern Warfares like they've claimed, or, you know, are they full of crap? The only way to find out is really to play the beta, right? So I definitely want to do that whenever it's live. I don't know when it's live. If it's live sometime this week, maybe I'll do it right away. You know, I don't know. I want to see when it's actually going to, you know, become available. The other thing is, the next big release of the month, I would say, is Borderlands 3, and that's coming out this coming Friday. I don't even know if I'm playing it. I can tell you right now, I'm not doing co-op, because I've thought about it, and basically people complain that when I played Borderlands co-op and other games co-op, that when I play these games co-op, I don't have enough opportunity to interact with my stream chat, that it becomes more about me.
Oh, the stream's all about me. It's all about me.
And the teamwork and camaraderie with my friends, which is fine. I enjoy it, but apparently my viewers don't. My viewers have basically told me this is not very fun when you do that stuff. So I'm debating, do I want to play Borderlands 3 solo or not? Do I want to play it solo playthrough and play it over time and have it as a more interactive stream with you guys? Because there's going to be a lot of grinding. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot of grinding in there, and it's going to be more about us interacting and talking and having fun while I traverse the world versus me being hyper-focused on the game. If you remember when I played Borderlands 1, I did it as a solo playthrough, and it really, honestly, was not a fun playthrough for me. I even said, while I was playing the game, a lot of the times the game felt like a boring grind, and then when I finished the game, people were like, well, that's because you played it solo. But now, if I played solo with people interacting with me on the stream, maybe I would like it better, okay?
No!
So I guess we're gonna see. Alright, I'm debating playing it, but I'm gonna be very honest with all of you. I don't even know if I can afford it. Like, right now, I'm monstrously overdrawn on my bank account. Let's put it that way.
Give me money, money!
I don't even know if within a week I'm gonna have enough money to clear that up and then be able to buy a game. You know, if someone gifted me the game via, you know, maybe buying some PlayStation Network credits and stuff on my wish list, then I could get it. But at this point, in the next week until I get paid by Twitch this month, I don't even think I have money for anything. Like, seriously, like, I can't, it really sucks. I mean, it's just reality, though. Like, this is my life right now, is that sadly, I just don't have money for anything. You know, if I can't afford anything in the next week, maybe what it'll be is I just play other games that are for free for now. Like I know on the Switch, there's a bunch of SNES games that were just released on the Nintendo Switch for the online, people who have Nintendo Online, which I have. So I could do that, you know, and Gears 5 I have already, so that's a good thing. But things are just very awful for me right now. You know, it sucks. And I can't, you know, really, we're going to talk a little bit, because yesterday I had off, and I'm sure today people are going to ask me, what did you do yesterday and everything? Answer really is I didn't do much. Didn't have any money. You know, I celebrated my wife's birthday, and we went out and we ate Sonic. I'm not even kidding. This is what we ate yesterday, Sonic. Because we really couldn't afford anything.
Give me the money.
And, went grocery shopping and just ran errands and stuff. We went to a couple pet stores and looked at cute pets and animals, and, you know, just basically did normal stuff that we would do on a day out because we didn't have any money to do anything special for her birthday. I really would have loved to do something, but, you know, that's just my reality right now.
Really?
So, it sucks. I would love to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Borderlands 3 and we're gonna have a good time, but I don't even know if I can afford it. So, we'll see what happens, I guess, with that. Alright? I'll be balancing everything this week to try to do as best as I can to cover Gears 5 along with all the other playthroughs I've been doing. Once those are wrapped up, I'm definitely interested in the Modern Warfare beta when it comes out, because I have it already. But as for Borderlands 3 and all that, I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air right now. Alright, guys?
I'm doing my best. I really am. It's not easy, and I don't want to bother you guys with all my financial problems and everything behind the scenes, which are very shitty, and you guys don't need to be bothered with them, alright? But right now, if you want to help me out the most, if you want to try to help me get out of this shitty situation, the two best ways would be, number one, to tip me. Oh my god, it's terrible. Another way you can help is my Amazon wish list.
Oh! Benefit.
Oh!
And, where are we headed?
That is disgusting.
Retro Jim did another 100-bit share. He says, can your bank waive overdraft fees as a courtesy? Nope, there's no way they're gonna do that. It would be one thing if it was like, you know, the first time it happened, but pretty much a lot of times this year, this has been the constant thing with me. Because essentially, the problem here is YouTube.
It's not my fault. It's YouTube's fault. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
YouTube used to make me at least a decent amount of money every month. This year, YouTube makes me almost nothing, and I have no way to make up for that lost money on YouTube. So essentially what happens every month, it hasn't happened every month, there's been a couple months that have been pretty good, but I pay all my bills, and then the YouTube payment comes in, and it's minusculely small. This used to be what used to be allow me to afford everything, and then I'm strapped for cash for 2 weeks until I get paid by Twitch. The first 2 weeks of the month. This happens almost every single month now. And it really, really fucking sucks. I don't even know what else to say or do, you know. It's just reality for me. This is my life right now. Hopefully things will get better in the long run. For now, there's no really way to get around it, alright? So, no. It would have been one thing if it only happened once or something in there. Oh, okay, as a courtesy. This is happening regularly, like, all the time, so there's no way they're gonna waive fees and shit. And by the way, this is how they make their money. So, no, you know, I'm pretty boned in this regard. And the other thing is, people are like, well, then why do you allow your bank to overdraft you? Well, because if I don't, then my bills don't get paid, and then I can't keep the electricity on, I can't keep the internet on, you know, pretty important stuff. So, you know, bills have to get paid, okay? Uzi Go Hard cheered and said, I have an offer you cannot resist, 500 Monopoly bucks for 5,000 of your finest penny points. Sound good? I think I've had enough Monopoly money in my life. I think but I appreciate it. My penne points are far more delicious than Monopoly money, by the way. I don't know if you heard about this. They're gourmet penne points. They're really good.
Penne. Oh, penne pasta is great. I prefer penne because it's easier to eat. You know, you gotta slurp it. It gets all over the sauce. There's something to eat it properly. It's fun and delicious. You can eat it easily. Okay, wow. I received a $100 anonymous tip. Go fuck yourself, and thank you for the tip.
Did everything correct, Cheers? Since you reached your tip goal, I guess you're good now. No, not even close. In fact, that's not even enough to cover what I'm overdrafted on my bank account. It's just that I'm not going to be an unrealistic jerk and be like, oh, I hope that I could raise a ridiculous amount of money in one stream just because. You know, I say a realistic amount. If people wanted to be supportive, we hit it, great. The tips goal motivated people to contribute. I really still need the help via tips. So, you know, if you guys can still contribute, please do. I'm a long way from being out of the hole at this point. Let's put it that way, you know. Chick the Snake tipped me $1 and now says, man, when you lie all the time to protect your family, like when you lied about being married to Cat, or you lied about having a cat with Jasper, how can we believe you when we say that you're overdrafted? And how do we know anything you say is true? Or should we just take what you say for granted and take your word for it, man? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have something I need to tell you. This is very important. Okay, this is very important, so I want you all to listen up.
There's no way you could verify anything that anyone tells you over the internet. I'm good at lying. Alright? Any content creator on Earth can say anything on a stream and be full of shit. Or they could be truthful. And guess what? There's no way for you to ever verify that. They could be talking shit the entire fucking time. That's like me, right? That's like me. There's no way you would ever know. Alright? How would you prove anything, right? I'm pretty sure people who say things on streams don't pull out their fucking financial documents and start showing you all their important behind the scenes information and shit. Right? This doesn't happen. It's unprecedented that anyone would even ask for it, because the truth of the matter is, if you like somebody, you like the content they put out, then you tend to trust them. Right? Am I right? If you're watching someone stream on a daily basis, and you enjoy the content they put out, and you probably like the kind of person that they are, you tend to trust them, and you tend to believe that what they say at least is, has some truth to it. Alright? And you give them the benefit of the doubt. Right? Now, you're absolutely right that in some regards this year, I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family. Right? If I had told everyone that I was going to Connecticut, partially to visit my parents, but partially to get married while I'm there, there would have been 5 million trolls attempting to ruin my entire time in Connecticut. Whether it was trying to prank my fucking parents, ruin the wedding in any way they could. They'd probably be trying to look up venues and stuff for where the wedding was held, which was hilarious because it was just at my parents' house. But you see what I mean? Like, they would have literally gone out of their way to try to ruin things and risk the health and safety of my family. And that's how they are. They're fucked up. They're mentally fucked up people. And I certainly don't have any kind of trust that they would not try to mess up my life. Alright? So, that being said, I have to do things that are essentially necessary to protect my family. Alright? I'm not going to be 100% truthful and transparent about every single thing if it has to do with my family life, because I've learned from the past that when I was 100% transparent and truthful, people used that information to hurt me and my family members. It wasn't just me, it was my family that also was affected by it, and that's not fair. My family doesn't stream, my family doesn't make content for the internet, my family never did anything wrong, and for people to fuck with my family is incredibly corrupt, toxic, and just disgusting. Okay? But it's happened. So you have to understand that. Now, if you don't understand that, it's very simple. You're immature. You are probably a child at least in the mentality in
your fucking head, that you don't understand that not being 100% truthful with my viewing audience on Twitch at all times isn't more important than protecting my family. You know what I mean? Sorry, family comes first. It's that simple. Alright? So, that being said, understand that not everything that I say or do is going to be 100% transparent just for those reasons. And you should have the common sense to understand that. But that's the problem. People don't have common sense these days anymore, right? And especially those who criticize me. That's what they claim. Criticize, right? It's criticism. Sure it is. That's what they claim. But it's just stupidity, all right? It is. It's stupidity. I have no obligation to be 100% transparent with all of you about my complete personal fucking life, especially when it means that people would use that to hurt myself or my family members, all right? So, you're right. There's been times when I talked about that kind of stuff when I wasn't 100% truthful. And you could say, well, then that's justification that whatever Phil says is a lie. If you believe that, you are incredibly immature. You're incredibly just not understanding of, common sense shit. And that's fine, because it means that you're not a fan. It means that you don't believe me. You probably haven't enjoyed the 11 years of content I put out. You're probably one of the shitheads who's just here to shit on my parades. Like I said last week, the anti-fans. You're still here to watch everything I do, but rather than enjoy it, you're just here to shit all over it.
Oh, I gotta take a sip. Salud.
You're here to try to ruin it, to try to make everyone else around here feel terrible, and you can't get away. You're so mentally infatuated with me because you're fucked in your head and you need to have fucking brain surgery to fix it, that you won't leave me alone, right? Instead of saying, I don't like Phil, I don't trust him, I think he's a dishonest person because he lied about his wedding to protect his family, so how can I possibly believe him about anything else, right? You're an idiot. It's that simple. You don't see the difference.
Ugh. All I can really taste is salt.
Between protecting my family or telling you guys that what's going on with me and why I need some financial assistance, completely different things. If you really think that I'm some kind of a scam artist who has like all this money hidden away in banks in the Cayman Islands, and I have a yacht that I go out on my days off with Kat, and we went to Japan for her birthday, and you know, we have 3 cars here, you know, you guys are fucking morons, but you can believe whatever you want.
That's it. It just tastes like I'm biting a gelatinous chunk of rubbery salt. That's exactly what it tastes like.
But the bottom line is I don't care what you believe because you weren't going to support me anyway. You weren't going to be the supportive people. You're the toxic shit that follows me around in life, that fucks with my life, and I don't give a fuck about you. So, to Jake the Snake, fuck you.
Why am I toxic? More toxic, more toxic.
There you go. Because if you even believe any of that crazy conspiracy theory shit, you're a fucking idiot. You're not my viewer base who I want to put out positive content for. You're an asshole. And you're only here to make my life miserable. So, fuck off. Okay.
The truth of the matter is I'm actually pretty hard to offend. I have incredibly thick skin. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.